Let's talk beginner tips for the gym, starting out. Like total beginner. Never been before, right? You're probably anxious. You probably might have a bit of body dysmorphia. You might be someone that compares yourself a lot to other people. Well, if you go back on my video, you see what I look like, right? Here's the mistakes that I personally made, and hopefully I can stop you guys making them, right? So before I even walked into the gym, or even had a gym membership, I went down that road of Google, right? And there is so much out there. People will say, you got your vitamins, you got your protein shakes, right? You got so much supplementation out there, pre-workouts, everything like that. Remember guys, it's supplements. If you have got a good appetite and you can eat, then you don't need it, do you, right? If you can get your protein in for the day through proper food, that's better than having a shake. Now, if you're someone like myself, believe it or not, who has an up and down appetite and a high metabolism, then they come in handy, right? But when you're first starting out, I went out, bought weight training belts, I bought heavy lifting gloves, I bought all the different protein shakes, the pre-workouts, you name it, everything in the kitchen sink, right? Why? You haven't even walked into the gym yet. What do you need a weightlifting belt for? Huh? You'd be stupid to be going in there and lifting such heavy compound movements anyway, right? And protein shakes and stuff like that are just a supplement. The main thing you've got to do is start small. Walk into the gym. Most of the machines have a diagram. Don't be ashamed to look at it. That's what I did. I learned a lot of my first movements off the diagrams. Yeah? Watch people. Learn from people. Observe. Now, when it comes to the diet and nutrition, yes, you need to maintain some good nutrition, right? But keep it basic. It's calories in, calories out. Depending on your goals and your body that you would know, you're either losing weight, so you go in a deficit. If you're gaining weight, you eat more food, right? Now, I also went down the road of chicken, rice and broccoli. That was a big mistake, because already you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're just putting yourself down to bland. You don't need to eat bland. You don't need to eat basic food. Unless it's your job and you're being a bodybuilder, you don't need to go to the extremes, right? You don't need to sacrifice a good meal. Yeah? It's just calories in, calories out. It's as simple as that. But when you walk in, keep it basic. Obviously, having a set of gloves will help your hands, right? You don't need all the extra gear. You don't need to top up on your protein shakes and all this sort of stuff. You need to get a feel for what your body, how your body is tolerating the gym, your recovery and stuff like that. The only thing I would recommend to start straight away is creatine. Now, the best thing to do is to do your own research on creatine, but scientifically, it is the best supplement to have daily for recovery. Obviously, it's a natural produce that the body produces anyway, but do your own research on it. But creatine, 100%. If you don't eat enough fruit and veg, vitamins, right? You start off slow and you build up from there, and you set your goals. Get yourself a notepad. Count your calories if you have to. Make sure, as long as you're maintaining a good amount of proteins, that's a good start. But don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to go out and buy everything in the kitchen sink before you start. Have a great day.